So we are discussing we finished the Stula form, we finished Bandasuravadam, and now we are at the Devi in Kulas. That is the description of the subtle form of Devi. So just to recap, Nama 1 to 63 was the gross or the Stula form of Devi, where Devi appears out of a Chidagni, the fire of consciousness, pure consciousness. And therefore this form can be used for meditative purposes. Using our senses, we fix our attention to the Stula form. So that was until Nama 63. Nama 64 to 84, which was the purpose, Bandasuravadam. So why should we meditate on Devi's form? Because the purpose was described in Bandasuravadam, which is 64 to 84. This explained the necessity and the urgency that we need to develop a purity of thought. That is to escape from the cycles of birth and death. We have to remove our ego and the mindless activity, the mundane activity in our mind, to create what is called shunyaka or void, and thus creating space for just Brahman. So that is for the purity of thought. That was explained in Bandasuravadam, and now we are coming to the explanation of the subtle form of Devi. That is from Nama 85 to 111. And what is the purpose of this? This is for Mananam of mantra meditation. Now we know that why we need to do meditation. How do we do it? By mantra meditation. So mantra meditation is for, because repeatedly thinking about one object or subject through mantra recitation can and thereby becoming one with it. So that is the reason for this mantra mananam. And we saw in the last couple of verses that the subtle body of Devi is divided into three forms: subtle, subtler, and subtlest. And we discussed the subtle form, which was the Panchadashakshari mantra, 15 syllabled mantra. And the 15 syllable mantra was divided into three kutas: the Vagbhava kuta, 5 syllable mantra, Ka, E, La, Krim is the syllables, and Devi's symbolized by Devi's lotus face, where she has the wisdom to create. Then the next one was Madhya Kuta, which was 6 syllables, and that is Ha, Sa, Ka, Ha, La, Krim, from neck to waist, and this is where she houses the Icha or desire to create. And the Shakti Kuta, 4 syllable, Sa, Ka, La, Krim, from waist below, which is Kriya or manifestation. So this we discussed last week. Now moving on to the subtler and the subtlest form. Subtler form is called Kamkala and subtlest is called Kundalini. So let's go to the verse. Verse 36. Moola mantratmika moola kutatraya kalebara kula mrutaika rasika kula sanketa palini. Verse 36. Nama 88 Moola mantratmika. That's the Nama, Moola mantratmika. Moola means root, right? So Devi is the embodiment of the Moola mantra, root mantra. Okay. Nama 89 Moola Kuta Traya Kalebara. Moola Kuta Traya Kalebara. That is 89. Nama 89. Kalebara or Kalevara is body.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. Traya is 3. Kuta is a grouping. We discussed Kuta in the last class. it's a group, any kind of grouping. Here it applies to a group of syllables. So body made of 3 parts of the root mantra. Yeah? And the root mantra are A, Ha and Im. That's the root mantra that we are talking about. Ha is a visarga, right?
Akara or the 2 dots?
It says visarga.
Then
The 2 dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the character.
Yeah, the 2 dots. That's what it is. Okay, so so these 2 names, Nama 88 and 89, Moola Mantratmika and Moola Kuta Traya Kalebara, these represent the subtler Kamakala form of Devi. And what is this Kamakala? Kamakala is extending from Kama to Kala. Kama is desire, Kala is division into various forms. We all know a common definition of Kala, correct? Art, performing arts or art, any kind of art or fine arts. But if you look at the definition of Kala in Sanskritam, there are like multiple definitions. So some of the definitions are art, obviously, atom, division, energy, okay? Basically, giving life to anything is Kala. Giving life to anything. How, for example, giving life to a paper becomes a painting. Giving life to a rock becomes a sculpture. Giving life to movements is dance. So giving life to anything is basically Kala. That is why Devi is Kama Kala, from desire to creation. Okay. So that is his Nama 88, 89. And then moving on to Nama 90, Kulamritaika Rasika. Kulamritaika Rasika. Rasika is the essence or taste, and Amritam is nectar. So Devi is the essence of the nectar of Kula. Devi is the taste of Kula. 91, Nama 91, Kula Sankeda Palini. Sankeda is a signal or path, correct? Sankeda, signal or path. So Kula Sankeda Palini, yes, Devi is the protector of the secret of Kula. So these 2 names are the subtlest form of Devi, which is the Kundalini form. Okay. So the Kundalini Shakti is said to traverse between the triad of Kula. What is the triad of Kula? We have come across this quite a bit in our discussions. The triad is the Pramata, the experiencer, the Prameya, the experienced, the object, and the Pramana. That is the process of experiencing or the method to reach the Sahasrara. Sahasrara is your ultimate, it's represented by the 1,000-petal lotus, but that's where we need to go. So Devi is the taste of this nectar and the protector of the secret of the Kula. Why is it a secret? Why do we bring secret over here? This is a secret because the Kula path will be revealed to one by Devi only when we are ready. Right? Only when we have clarity of buddhi. Correct? So that is why it's said as secret. She maintains the secret and reveals it at the right moment.